Hello everyone, Bear here, and today we're going to be going over my Stamina Dragonknight build for the harrowstorm update. Harrowstorm? Harrowstorm? I've heard it pronounced both ways. I don't know which one's which. But this is my Stam DK. I play him a ton in Cyrodiil. I have a lot of success with him. He is super fun to play, and I figured if you want to get into PvP, if you want to get into Cyrodiil and start fighting, and you kind of need a rough outline of what to do, that I could probably help some of you people out. So let's hop right into, we're going to do the skills. Actually, let's hop into the character sheet real quick, and I'll tell you a little bit about this dude. So we have 17,000 magic, 20,000 health, which goes up to about 25-ish thousand health in Cyrodiil. Right now we're just on my home. We have 31k stamina, 1400 recovery, 3100 weapon damage, and a 43% chance to crit if we buff up real quick. That should go to around 4,000 weapon damage, 3,933, 43% chance to crit. I have the mage on, actually, for a little bit more magic, but you could definitely put on the warrior if you wanted a little bit more damage. If I have the warrior on, I believe I go up to around 4,200-ish weapon damage. It's pretty high. It's really good. This guy tears people up in Cyrodiil. He's really fun to play. So in this dude, we are a Imperial, but a Wood Elf would work. A Orc would probably do really, really, really good. Red Guard would be great. You know, any class that has benefits to stamina and weapon damage would be wonderful. So that's our character sheet. I have all of my points into stamina, but if you wanted a little bit more health, you could probably put 10 points into health. But I've just pumped him so full of stamina that it's crazy. The food we are using is just a tri-stat food. I know a lot of people use like very specific foods. Not me. I either use the Crown Fortifying Mills because I'm lazy and don't want to make any, or the Bewitched Sugar Skulls. Dubious Camoran Throne works good too. It's really whatever food that you like the most. I like tri-stat foods. Essence of Immovability, tri-stat potions, you know, all the usual stuff. So let's get over to his sets, and I will kind of show you what I am running. It's very standard. It's super easy. So first off, we are running New Moon Alkalite Maul Nirnhoned. This set gives us a ton of damage, but let's hop on. Let's pull it out. There we go. So what this set does is gives us crit, weapon damage, penetration, and just raw weapon damage. It increases the cost of your active abilities by 5%, but that's where the other set comes in. So, for the main hand, we want a Maul Nirnhoned, and then have 3 pieces of body armor on. We are using the belt, the hands, and the feet, but basically you want to have New Moon Alkalite on your front bar, and you don't want it on your back bar, because that'll just... You really don't want that 5% increase on your back bar. That just sucks to have on all the time. But if you have it on your front bar only when you're doing damage, then it's not too bad. So the other set we are using for our backup, our sword shield bar, is a Sword of Potentes and a Shield of Potentes. This reduces the cost, or reduces the damage taken by players, so this really helps in PvP. When you gotta go on the defensive, when you gotta buff up, you know, you're outnumbered, you kinda gotta get back in the keep, kinda gotta run away, so you block, and you heal up, and it's just super nice. You really want powered on the sword because it increases your healing done by 4.5%, which is really nice. The shield, on the other hand, you could do impenetrable, you could do sturdy. I like those two, but if you wanted to do something else, I mean, I guess it could work. We are using double dot poisons. I know these aren't the best. I'm still trying to figure it out. But these are pretty good poisons. They're not too bad. For the other set, we are using the monster set, using Bloodspawn, Pauldron, and Heavy Helmet. You could do medium and light if you wanted to do that kind of thing, but I've just been going all heavy on the shoulder, or the helmet shoulder, because I want that extra armor, you know? Everything's impenetrable, by the way, because you gotta be able to stop that crit. Now, the other set we are using is the chest, and the legs, and the jewelry of Daring Corsair. This is another crafted set. Super hard to craft. It took a lot of my materials. But it gives you stamina, magic recovery, a little bit of crit, and it reduces the cost of your weapon abilities and magic or stamina by 10%. And then after casting a weapon ability, you gain minor heroism for 8 seconds, gaining ultimate back in combat. Super nice. Really nice for the stam decay. It pairs very well for blood spawn. Everybody knows what blood spawn is. It's amazing for stam decays. When you get hit, you get a little bit of resistance, you get some ultimate, and you can do more leaps. So, now, if you can't get Daring Corsair, which is totally fine, I know a lot of people can't craft jewelry, it's super hard to do. There's another set called Battlefield Acrobat that kind of does the same thing. It lowers the cost of stuff by like 10% or something like that. I just like Daring Corsair for the heroism, but Battlefield Acrobat would work here also. By the way, we are running Infused on the necklace and Robust on the other two, and a weapon weapon damage enchant on the necklace, Infused. So that's kind of the gear we are running. Hope that wasn't too confusing. Basically, we got the Maul, we got a Potente Sword Shield, Blood Spawn, Daring Corsair, and New Moon Acolyte. New Moon Acolyte and Daring Corsair are both crafted sets, but I'm sure you could find like a guildmate or something to make that for you. It is not too hard. Now for the skills we are using, we have some pretty standard stuff here. Dizzying Swing. I have been loving Dizzying Swing since they added the stun to it again. It's really, really, really nice. I love it. We are using Rally, but you could use the other morph of this if you want the snare reduction and all that stuff. But I like this one because it has a fat hill at the end of it. We are also using Executioner. It's way better than the other morph. Executioner is so good. You can just smack people in Cyrodiil with this and it kills them. It's amazing. We're using Noxious Breath, not because of the dot, but because it reduces their physical resistance by 50 to 80. And we have Camouflaged Hunter to pull people out of stealth and to give us the minor berserk and the critical rating and all that good stuff. For ultimate, we have Take Flight, because Take Flight is amazing. I love it. Best ultimate in the game. It's so cool. Now, for our back bar, our sword and shield bar, we are using Reviving Barrier. Gives us a fat shield, gives us a lot of health. Really good when you gotta run away. Volatile Armor for the, the increased resistances. Fragmented Shield for the major mending. Cauterize for the hill that it gives you. Vigor for the hill that it gives you. And Charging Maneuver for when you gotta go fast. Now, Charging Maneuver is kind of your flex spot. You could also put on... Reverberating Bash from the one-handed shield tree, or maybe Invasion, or even Defensive Stance if you wanted to. I just have Charging Maneuver because I'm always going places in Cyrodiil and fighting people, so it's just easier to get there faster. The armor we made, by the way, is all medium, but you could probably do it in heavy and get away with it, but I've been doing medium. And, you want all of your points into literally everything that you can get points into. But, yeah. This has been my Dragonknight build. Super easy, super simple. I'll throw some clips in here at the end of this video of me playing on them. It's super fun to use. And, yeah. Thanks for watching. And I will see you guys in the next video. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. And, I will, answer all of your questions. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.